Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Friday, December 27th, and we are making our way through our list of 300 things we want to ask God for. If you're new here, welcome. I am your host, Shamika Cotton. Every Saturday morning, I host a show called Saturday Morning Tap In, where we come together to set some intentions, have uplifting conversations, and journal. We'll be doing that tomorrow morning. But today is day 6 of our 300 things list, where we are writing a list of 300 things we want to ask God for. So go ahead. If you haven't already, if you haven't heard about it, stick around. I'll tell you all about it. But in the meantime, go ahead, grab your journal, grab something to write with, and let's just get ready to do this list today.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
All right, let's let in our Instagram.
Tap in.
Okay, let's see. And our Facebook. We're not live on Facebook yet.
Tap in.
All of that. Okay, let's get us live.
Tap in.
Yeah,
Tap in.
live there. Okay, and we're live on almost on y'all Instagram. I almost closed the button on mistake. Welcome. How are we doing? Day 6, y'all. Day 6. Ooh, there's 300 things. Ooh, I've got work to do. How are we doing? How is it coming along? Yes, let me go ahead and light my candle today. Really gonna set my mood. My favorite candle. Yes, welcome. So, all right, we're just going to go ahead and get started, but let me bring the newbies in, because there may be some people who are just now discovering this place, this space that we hold called the Saturday Morning Tap In. And what you have tapped into on this Friday is a list of 300 things. So for those who are new here, if you are one of my series regulars, feel free to go ahead and say hello to those who are new in the chat. Welcome, Santana. Welcome. We are making our list of 300 things we want to ask God for. Today is day 6. Right. So how is this day 6? What's really going on? So there is this exercise that I first heard about from Steve Harvey, where he says to make a list of 300 things you want to ask God for. And what you do is you just make a list. Now, this exercise is based on a biblical principle, a biblical scripture that says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run with it. It shall surely happen. It shall not tarry. Right. So basically, it means when you write it down, right, you will be able to then manifest it, that God will make it happen in your life. So what you are to do is to look at your list every day. And then by the end of the year, you will be surprised at how many things that you have written down actually happen in your year. So as we are wrapping up 2024, where we are asking for more, as we are wrapping up this year, we are gearing up for 2025, and we're looking ahead and saying, what do we want to experience this year? So that is what we're doing. And one of the challenges that people often run into, and I know I ran into this quite a few times when I tried to do this list, was starting and stopping, or getting to a certain number and not being able to think of anything. Right. So what I decided to do last year, which helped me to finally finish my list of 300 things, I decided, one, to do it with community. So that's what you are tuned in today. Today is where we come together as a community to do it together. And the other thing is to break down the big goal. If you have a big goal that you want to accomplish, breaking it down to small, manageable tasks and accomplishing those small, manageable tasks lead you ultimately to accomplishing your goal. So what we decided to do was, over the course of 7 days, we would add 43 things to our list every day. And by the 7th day, we would indeed have endeavored to finish making our list of 300 things. So that is what we're doing today. That is what we're doing today. And so we are just getting the ball rolling, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to start our timer for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. And it basically gets us started today. It has us come together with the intention to do the work together and to also finish strong together. So keeping that in mind as you go through your day today, right? Because we're going to do this for 10 minutes and 10 seconds together today. But that's not going to allow you to get 43 things down. Maybe you will, but in the event that you don't, you want to make sure you set aside time throughout the rest of the day to add things to your list. So maybe you want to take, every hour, right? So before we would do it, so at lunchtime, dinner time, before bedtime, you set aside time to write things on your list. Maybe you want to set a timer on your phone for every hour and just write something down. Well, no, if you do it every hour, you won't get 43. But if you set a timer, maybe for 5 minutes every hour, you're going to add something. You're going to set aside time to add things to your list. Whatever you do, just keep the ball rolling. We are going to finish this together. So breaking it down to 43 items per day. This is what you should have by today. So yesterday, the number that we finished with yesterday was 215, right? So today we want to finish with 258. So by the end of today, by the end of day 6, you will have 258 things on your list, right? And I also just want to share for those who are new here that sometimes there will be things that you add to your list. And looking back over my list from last year, there were some things that I added to my list that I didn't accomplish all the things on my list. But some things were seeds and things that triggered me to get started on certain things, right? I often share the story about how I had written down last year to get paid a certain dollar amount for doing public speaking. Did I meet that dollar amount? No, but what did happen was I ended up joining Toastmaster, which is a step in the right direction to achieving that goal, right? Writing it down drew that opportunity and that experience to me. So I am headed in that direction. All right. So don't be afraid. If you've already done this, go ahead and put some of those things from your list from last year that you want to still hold on to, that you still want to hold the faith to accomplish. Go ahead, put those things on your list. All right. Because ultimately, sometimes the things that we put on our list, we don't know if they're for within the year. Sometimes it's a 3-year goal. But if you don't get started now, how do you get to the goal in 3 years? Maybe it's a 5-year goal, right? But what we do know is that when you write it down, that gets the balls rolling. That gets the balls rolling in the ethers, in the invisible realm, to start bringing those things into your life. All right. So how are we doing out there? Okay. Welcome. Hey, Donius Prime. Welcome, Demetrius. Glad to have you. We are about to get started with adding things to our list of 300 things. I'm setting the timer for 10 minutes and 10 seconds, and we are writing. All right. Let's add those things to our list. All right, I see y'all on Facebook. I see y'all on YouTube. Welcome. All right, and we are writing. Okie dokes. Let's make sure. Okay. And like I said last year, the first thing I wrote on my list is, I will finish this list. And that's indeed what I did. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's put a little note up on the screen. There we go. It's going to be up on the screen for those who may just now be tuning in. All right. And we are doing it. Okay. And remember, be audacious. Ask big, right? You have not because you ask not. It's okay. Ask for it. Don't worry about the how. How you do it, none of your business. Your business is to ask. All right, let's write them down. All right. Mhm. And remember, there may be things that there may be goals that you have, right? Is there a class you need to sign up for that will help you achieve that goal? So maybe you write down the big goal and then you say, oh, I attend this class, right? Or I attend these meetings, right? Or I start my gym membership. Be specific, write it all down. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. We are writing things down to on our list of 300 things. That is what we're doing right now. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Mm-hmm. Welcome to those who are just joining us. We are adding things to our list of 300 things. If you are new here, feel free to put in the chat and say, what is this 300 things about? Let me know and I'll clue you in. If not, we are continuing to write. 6 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Okay. Where would you like to show up more fully in 2025, right? Put that down on your list. Four minutes, 40 seconds to go. We're adding to our list. And remember, there's no thing off the list. You could say, how much money do you want to have in your bank accounts by the end of 2025? How much money do you want to make per month? You can do that per quarter. Write it down on your list. Welcome, Fiona Sky. Welcome, Camille. Or see, Millie, we are writing things down on our list of 300 things. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Have you ever heard of the 300 things list, see, Millie? That's what we're doing, Fiona. Are you all ready for the new year? If you're an artist, do you win a residency somewhere? Do you win a grant somewhere? Right? These are things you can write down. Just throwing some things out there with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Do you meet a certain person in 2025? Someone that you've always wanted to meet? You can write that down. It's worked for me. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Do you finally get investors for whatever project you're working on? Does your project launch? Write it down. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. And there we have it. Day 6 in the books, right? Day 6, actually, we're not done, right? I definitely have more to do to meet our day 6 goal. But how was that? How was that for you all? You needed this? Yay, Fiona. I'm so glad that you joined. Breeze, you weren't notified? Oh, no. But girl, you know what to do. Just keep adding to your list. Keep adding to your list. I don't know what happened today with the Instagram. You know, sometimes Instagram wants to be your friend, and sometimes Instagram be in a mood to be like, notifications where? And like, Instagram, send the notification out. I'm so glad that you found me this morning, Breeze. How are you doing on your list? All right, Fiona, exactly, Fiona. There is no coincidence, right? Because you're new. I think that you're new. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. There is a reason why this came down your timeline today, right? To remind you to ask for more, right? Because, right, Breeze, we are going to thrive in 2025 because we are going to keep the dream alive. I see some of y'all tuning in right now, and I think it was because Instagram just now sent out the notice. It was probably a delay, or maybe it might be my computer. I don't know. But be sure to tune in tomorrow. Breeze. So tomorrow is the final day where I was doing the Saturday morning tap-in every Saturday for the year of 2024, right? And I challenged myself to say, can I show up and hold this space every Saturday morning unless I was either filming or traveling? And tomorrow is the final day. And Breeze, let me tell you, I'm getting chills right now. Like the way that you were holding my hand and showing up with me all year, girl, couldn't have done this without your presence. Couldn't have done this. So join us tomorrow for the celebration at 9:30 Eastern time on YouTube.com/Shamika Chronicles, Facebook at Shamika Chronicles, and on Instagram, right, at Shamika Chronicles. And Fiona, welcome to this community. Welcome. We are a community of encouragers. We're always sharing encouragement and uplifting. There's always something magical that happens on our Saturday morning tap-ins. And like I said, this is just an exercise that we're doing as a result of Saturday morning tap-ins. But hey, Mansa, I just want to say thank you all for holding this space with me today and throughout this past year for Saturday morning tap-in. And we'll figure out tomorrow what we're going to do for 2025. What will Saturday morning tap-in look like? You know, will there be a Saturday morning tap-in every Saturday in 2025? I don't know, Breeze. What do you think? What do you think, Breeze? I think you already know. But yeah, so join us tomorrow, and we'll continue the final day 7 of working on our list of 300 things. And don't worry, you can still just finish out your list no matter what number you get up to. The main thing is to write it down. Bree said, let's do it. All right, well, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to make time to add things to your list. I thank you all so much for the way in which you just support me and keep me uplifted and help me to keep this community uplifted. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all in the morning. Bye for now.